Hello again. Well, in this episode, we're going to review really quickly that we have made our case for our book. In this section, we're also going to add our signature block that has now dried. We don't need our little binder clips on it anymore. Go ahead and take those off. I think what I'll do is I will pull the page marker down into the book so that it's not getting in the way. Close it up. Beautiful. Now at this point you could take your book, and if you don't like the edges not all being the same size, you can take it and put it on a paper cutter and go ahead and trim them up so that they're all the same. I have seen where you take it, lay it down with a nice straight edge, and when you put your straight edge down, using an X-Acto knife to cut along the edge and then get a nice sharp edge on it. I'm okay with leaving it like this. I like a little bit of character in my books, and sometimes it just opens really great pages that way. So now that we've got our page block here, we've got our casing and those end pieces that I like so much. So now what we're going to do is these end pages are actually going to be, once they're glued, are going to be what attaches our book to the book casing. The spine is never going to be attached to the spine of the book. It's actually a floating casing. So that's why it's case bound. Alright? Now, what I do, I like the PVA glue and the ability to make this nice and neat and flat. And what I'll do is I usually start with the front because that's where I'm going to be looking, and I'm going to just go ahead and glue this on in place. So what I'll do first off is paint this side with the glue, nice thin layer. And this takes just a minute to get on here. Get a little bit of warping going on with the paper, but that's going to be okay. Okay. I do want to get right up to the edges on this. Okay. Right up to the back. I want that to stay attached. Okay. Now, on here I'm going to actually attach it to start with the back. I'm going to attach this page right here. Oops, I'm going to roll these over and flatten this out. Okay. And I'm going to attach this back sheet to the signature block. And I have one page attached to the signature block. I can trim up these little overlaying pieces here, but that is what I'm going to do. Make sure it's all nice and neat, taut. Now, I've left these pieces out, as you saw. I'm going to go ahead and, because I want this all to attach to the back now, and this is going to be part of the attachment. I'm going to paint the glue on this back side again, and then I'm going to lay it onto our casing. So here we go. Takes a minute to paint all of the glue on there. What What I found was when I tried to use the 3-in-1 glue and it goes on, it didn't get as flat, and so the bumps showed through lines of glue. So I want to get a nice thin, even layer on here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay this down so that the signature block encloses our piece that's attached to the spine. And I want to line it up on this book side right here so that it's nice and neat in the middle. Whoops, I guess I probably shouldn't get my head in the middle of the video. And I go ahead and press it down. Okay, now that I've got that attached, we have that attached, and then we'll have the front attached in just a minute. Doing the same thing. To get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay. Sorry about that. Back in the middle of the video. Okay. So now got the back attached. Open up the back of the book, and there it is. Nicely done. You can work this a little bit. Alright, do the same thing for the front, and then our book will be complete. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for your time. Your completed book.